I picked both winners. If you listen to our last poddy, I picked Tyler, I picked Philippe, I picked Ethan Ewing as well, and he came third. So basically, I'm the fucking best. Welcome back to the Insiders podcast. Slight delay on releasing this due to me recovering from being down in the Hossegor region on my stag do. But we're back. Darren's here with a fresh haircut. I've got a new haircut too that he hates, which we'll discuss. But how you doing, Daz?
I'm good, Matt. I've had my go to bed nap. I've woken up. I've had an argument with my son. If anyone wants to try and discover or patent the world's greatest form of contraception, invite him over to my house after dinner.
That's an open offer. Everyone could just go and turn off a Daz, but he might make you do the washing up. What was he kicking off about?
Oh no, it's just a hard effort, which I hope there's other parents listening to. Just can be a hard effort to actually get them still to read the story. And because I've got the patience of something without much patience, it usually ends sideways. So yeah. There you go. So at least I've got the blood boiling, and I've had a bit of a strut around the house and picked up some spinning tops so that I don't break my legs, and we're back to it. So your mullet's looking still looking pretty toxic there, I can see. Yep,
still rocking the mullet, still rocking the dodgy mustache as well. So we're all fine.
Yeah, I'm shaving my moustache off. I think tomorrow morning.
Far out. Any reason or?
Oh, I'm kind of sick of it. It kind of tickles and tickles your nostrils.
Mine's doing that now. It's not very nice, but
yeah, I'm sure it's good for some things, tickling, but
yeah,
we won't go there.
Let's dive into the surf world. I know that you are almost like a raging volcano with some stuff you want to discuss and some opinions.
Depends. I don't really. Sometimes, I'm schizophrenic, Matt. Sometimes I don't know if I'm pissed off or if I don't give a fuck. I cameo between the two.
Well, we wanted to discuss, because I know you was clucking to discuss the WSL, the Bells event, the mid-year cut, the petition on the mid-year cut, and we're more core than just being a WSL poddy, but I think we could spend maybe 10 minutes breaking it all down.
Well, it's not necessarily just WSL. This is just kind of like politics.
Yeah.
Politics and social disorder.
So before we get into the bad side of it, I just want to say I picked both winners. If you listen to our last poddy, I picked Tyler, I picked Philippe, I picked Ethan Ewing as well, and he came third. So basically, I'm the fucking best.
I think you could go down to say that even if you're the best, I probably picked both winners as well, and I'm leading both my fantasy. I'm second on one of my fantasy surfer clubs, and I'm leading the other. But I'm bored with it. But it'll come good. Okay, before we even go into any of that, I'm just going to throw this one at you, because this is what old mate Juzzy said to me the other day. He's my oracle.
Yeah.
How the fuck is this mid-year cut going to affect our fantasy surfer team? Hey, you didn't think of that, did you? There's less surfers to pick. We're all going to have the same team.
Yeah, but they're going to do it by tiers again, aren't they? So, yeah.
No, I don't play the WSL one, mate. I'm not.
No. Oh, well, yeah.
I'm not a corporate boy, mate.
No, I don't either. So you're talking about the fantasy.
Oh, yes, you were. You're jumping out of that.
No. I only
Surfer magazine, which doesn't exist, fantasy surfer.
I only actually play the other one because of it not allowing me to do.
Hey, you're not allowed to look on your phone while we're doing a podcast, Matt.
I'm not.
What are you looking at?
I'm just looking down, so because I've got loads of stuff everywhere.
Bullshit. I bet you're looking at your phone.
No, I can't. My app on my iPhone doesn't work for the WSL, so I don't do the WSL one. I just do the fantasy surfer. I'm in a league with a couple of boys from Firewire, actually.
You know those wankers that you go to dinner with and they just look at their phone all the time.
Yeah,
I've done it, but it's rare. My friend used to tell me back in the early days of phones that you should leave your phone in the car before you go to dinner, especially with like guests. He was a Quicksilver man. He'd love to treat good clients and distributors because it's better someone's eyes obviously than their forehead or their mullet.
I'm really weird actually. I just don't keep eye contact with anything or anyone most of the time.
Yeah, it's a little bit of your autism sticking out of us, but there's nothing wrong with that.
But
it was a good comp until it got to the semis. Let's say, luckily, it was something that you woke up to watch, and I was just going to bed. I think when I saw the first girls heat, Tolerite's heat, and I thought, and it was dropping, and it died in the ass. But apart from that, the comp was pretty good. There was good waves.
Yeah,
there was shit waves, and then there was good, like everyone's surf trip. Shit, good shit.
Yeah. So we us and almost everybody didn't see the waves coming because the forecast was looking really shitty, and then the waves actually were pretty decent. So this event got me thinking that there's sometimes in other sports. Oh, a spider just dropped on me. Sometimes in other sports, the person who wins doesn't necessarily play the best, but they're consistently the best, and they find a way to win. And I don't think, I thought Felipe surfed insanely well, but I don't think he was the standout on the men's side.
I think one of the big problems in surfing at the moment, surf fans, is they're too busy looking at other fucking sports. We think, just be a surfer and stop looking at other fucking sports.
Yeah, I agree. But when you watched the Bells event, for the men's, was there anyone that stood out for you?
Well, Toledo's wave against John was a point better than John John's, and John looked like he was the best surfer in the event. So when the time came, Toledo was better than the best, and he walked away with the bell, even though Ewing was buttery.
I thought Ethan surfed.
Is that a bad adjective, buttery?
No, it's a really good one.
Thickening, or could we just say he's just complete?
No, I like it.
He's powerhouse with legs together. He's like everyone honestly wants to look like when they surf.
I think once again he made, even when you compare his waves to John's, he doesn't look like he's going as fast as.
Nah,
but he is. He is mad. I don't think he gets his technique is just jacked. It's so good.
He's a solid kid.
I thought Jacko Baker showed up.
Oh yeah, ripped.
And I've got to say, fuck you, Geordie Smith.
I didn't see it. I heard about it.
Just shit house. I was like, Geordie, don't do that.
Was it a bit of trickery?
It was just a bit of, if he'd have won that heat.
What did he do?
Basically, he had priority. He went to go for a wave, pulled out of it. So Jacko started paddling for it, and then literally last minute, Geordie kind of tried to slide in to collide because he had priority. They would have technically trying to force an interference against Jackson Baker. The judges nailed the call because
the old false sense of security.
But it was also just a bit like, if you're willing to win like that, then you're a bit of just fucking shit, really. But
so you're English. You want people to play good cricket, don't you?
Do you know what? Cricket's the perfect analogy. Yeah.
There you go. Good cricket.
Do you walk? Okay. If you edge it and no one hears it, do you walk, or do you wait for them to give you out?
Well, if a tree falls in the forest.
Yeah. See. Yeah.
Tyler Wright one, she's pretty good. I had a few people fucking pissed off at her laybacks, which can be a bit boring, and I know myself because I used to do the laybacks and I did them because they're easy. I'm not going to put tickets on my shoulders. They're 10 times easier than doing them at Bannington or even Ewing turn. But she seemed to do a few other turns.
She was doing them in kind of critical sections, and I thought she surfed really well. And I think her read on the lineups and her heats were like she dominated kind of thing.
Who did she beat in the final again?
Sally
Fitzgibbons. No, she didn't make the final.
Yeah, I think. Oh no,
she's out. What are you talking about, Matt?
Sally made the semis or something, didn't she?
No, she didn't. She was long gone before that.
I know that she beat Carissa.
Yeah.
In the semi.
Just shows how on it we were. She beat someone in the final.
She beat that very someone.
Well, either way.
I don't even know.
Finished with the comp results. Now they've gone to WA, which could be fun, but probably won't be.
I saw a video
John for the win.
Yeah, I mean, I hope it's massive Margaret River and John just goes absolutely ballistic.
John and Courtney Conolog for the win. That's I'm throwing out there.
Is that your pick? Okay, I've gone.
Or Steph.
I was going John for the men's with my dark horse for the men's. It's difficult because I hope it either runs big Margaret River or the bot. Yeah. So, but John, it's just John's just going to win it. I think he's just too good out there. For the women, I reckon Joanne Defay is going to win it.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Frenchie.
Yeah,
I'm apathetic enough to not care about anyone really, apart from John would probably win, and Jack could go good if they run out the box, but they can't finish the whole comp at the box, so he won't win.
I don't think he'll win it, but I reckon.
I don't think Jack's going to win it yet until we get to Chopu or G-Land or
El Salvador, because that's like where he won in Mexico last year. But
it's not his sort of way, isn't it?
My dark horse for Margaret River, I don't think he'll win it, but I reckon he's going to do some bits, is Zeke Lau.
It's funny, I was going to say that he's just kind of disappeared. There's a few surfers that have just kind of disappeared off the radar this year. Maybe I don't follow any of them at all.
And Zhao Chianca could go ham.
Well, I'll have to, won't he? Because I hear he keeps getting knocked out. He's on his way out.
He's unlucky. I think he's been really unlucky with the way that the seeding and stuff works because he keeps.
So you're against the cut.
Do you know what?
For any listeners, the world tour. Sorry, cut you off there, Matt. I'm good at that. A billion years ago, there used to be a top 16. That was before my time, when I was a little kid and I used to read magazines. And there was a top 16. And every single other person went through the trials to go up against them in every single event. So there was probably 100 plus surfers. And then they switched over to top 44, which they thought was too big. I can't remember how many years ago. And I weaseled it down to 36, which is 12 times 3, 12 heats, 36. And now they decided half season to fucking stick a needle in Bobby Martinez's doll, and it's going down to 22 with 2 wild cards. So what's that? 24 8 heats of 3. So after this event, which is the 5th event, they're going to cut the 2 up in. It's not really in a half. It's kind of in a third, and it's a little bit like the vaccination. You got pro cut and con cut, and Matt's a con cut.
I'm on the fence with the cut. Initially I'm against it. Straight off, I'm against it for so many reasons. In terms of like when I think of someone like Zhao Chianca, like he's had 5 events. He had one of the greatest heats at Pipe against John. Would have beat anyone other than John and didn't. He lost. Yeah, he done shit in Portugal, but he had one of the best heats at Bells and lost. And I just feel like, if Zhao Chianca could get on, he would be a seriously dangerous person at Chopes, seriously dangerous person at G-Land. But he's had to go, like just using him for example, he's had 1 barrelly wave and 1 beach break and 3 wobbly rights. That's not a whole tour. That's
your call here is if we want to whittle it down as it's not fair.
And it's not diverse enough. Yeah, it's not, there's not. I personally, my idea, I said this on our Instagram, I think it should be 7 or 8 events and then a final 2 events or final 3 events. And then I would say 8 events, then the final 2 events with the top 24, then finish with the top 5 at Trestles if it's got to be at Trestles. But I don't think that 5 events is enough. And, it's like, look at the money you can make is just, I just feel like, and just given that exposure after they've worked that hard to win the Challenger Series or qualify through the Challenger Series, I just think that they need and deserve a longer time.
When did you say it on our Instagram?
It was on a comment. Joel, it was on a comment on a stab post. Yeah. But, and I've read, because I've read like Eric Logan's response to this petition. So if anyone listening hasn't heard, 29 surfers, so over half the tour, signed a petition which basically said to boycott the Margaret River event, and they don't agree with the cut. Eric Logan responded with a giant fuck off, which I thought was pretty good. But at the same time, his argument is pretty much, when you break it all down, it's all about people watching the event. And if the 29 people that sign that petition drop off tour, they'll lose a lot of people that watch the event. Like Italo signed it, Philippe signed it and stuff. So if they were to go, now we're not doing it, then I do think eyes would drop off. So as much as Eric Logan saying the broadcast is the product, I think the surfers are still the product. But on the flip side, there
you go. But I'll get to that. But so you're saying actually surfers are the product and not surfing?
Yeah, I think so. Like, I reckon, like, if you took the numbers for pipe this year, which I don't know what the stats were, but they were definitely up because Kelly was in the final and Kelly was in the semi-final. If Kelly didn't show up,
because it was pumping. If it was shit pipe, we wouldn't have watched.
No, but if it was pumping pipe, but Kelly had lost early, and say the semi-finals were Owen Wright, Geordie Smith versus Owen versus Geordie, and then say Kyle Belly versus Jack Robinson, the numbers would be so far down on them being in it, so Kelly not being in it. But then it leads me to want to know, because looking at the names who didn't sign the petition and who were basically then saying that they're in favour of the cut, one of them was like Ethan Ewing, and one of them was the GOAT and John. And I would love to know their reasons behind why they're for the cut.
They don't want to sit around at a comp and have to go through a whole bunch of rounds and then miss out on the best waves when it's time to run the final.
So my mate Ryan, who you met the other day through my stag, little Ryan, he thinks it means that after the cut, an event will become easier to win. And that's why people would be pro, because there's less people.
It makes sense, isn't it? 12 threes, what do they go? No, it's 8. What is it? It's 8 threes.
Yeah, it's 8 threes rather than... Yeah, so...
Of course it's easier if there's less people.
Does that mean it's better? That's the weird thing about the cut is, like, and that's why I'm completely on the fence about it, because I could almost argue for and against it with myself. Like,
they could have tried to protest against it last year, but they were all desperate to surf again because the sport was shut down. Honestly, I don't care if the whole thing goes tits up anyway, because even if it does, there'll still be some sort of surf tour, and they'll all get less money, whatever. They used to have no money when I was first watching as a little kid, and we couldn't even watch it, and it was still super exciting. Because surfing used to be cool to watch.
Yeah.
It's a fucking cool sport, and it's still cool as a sport, but it's less cool to watch because there's more wankers involved.
But it sounds to me that the important thing is how many people are watching, because they've sold obviously X amount of advertising and
that's
stuff.
Just welcome to the world of more. And you know what's okay? So I'm not for or against the cut, mate. It was going to be like this, and halfway through a process, you don't go up. No. Yeah, I don't. Well, you can't. You just it's like during the cricket match, they come out with the what was it? The day-night match. Halfway through, goes, oh, come on, we only got a small score. Actually, it's still a 5-day, and you got 100,000 people in the stadium to watch the day and night. And they go, no, all right, we'll come back tomorrow. We'll do a 5-day test. They decide on a thing. If they want to stop it, do it next year. Yeah, no, I do 100% agree that the petition thing at Bells is just a bit wank, really.
if you're against
Actually,
it,
hey, you don't do a petition with a bunch of surfers. You get in a high-flying lawyer and you say, continue the cut, or you're all going to court, blah blah blah. If you're going to throw.
But also,
fists.
it hasn't changed from when they started pipe to now. So why not protest it at pipe? Why not sign the petition before the year started,
Exactly.
or a pipe?
What do you think? What do you think of Eric Logan?
I think that he's the best thing that's happened to the WSL in a long time. Yeah, but you got to remember that. I mean, well, yeah, Ultimate Surf is the worst thing to ever happen, and that was like kind of his idea with Dana White, which is stupid. But finals day,
Did you see the shoes he was wearing the other day?
I didn't.
Some sort of like Solomon hiking shoes.
Oh, really?
It's like those people when you go to the airport, they got backpacks and hiking shoes on at the airport.
Yeah. But I think he's great for the WSL in terms of, finals day. I thought was, I don't know actually. Do I think he's the best thing? I think he's accidentally been the best thing, because I think finals day was really good. And do you know what? One of my highlights for last year's surfing was the Challenger Series, when it was only 5 events. Now this year it's 8 events. I'm like, oh fuck it, I'm not going to be bothered with 8 events of the Challenger Series.
Yeah, that's right.
And I think
that's what I thought too.
I think the Challenger Series should be 5 events, especially with the events they could. I mean, they've got.
They had one. If you watch schedules properly, they had one that was going to be in New Zealand.
Raglan.
Yeah, it went somewhere else. It went from Northern Europe or Brazil.
Oh yeah,
back all the way down to New Zealand and then back to Hawaii. Anyway, they got rid of that. They didn't even tell anyone they got rid of that. So they got rid of that. I only just think he's a wanker because he's not necessarily got any core. He's got exactly. He's got no core about him, and the whole problem that they had. And I don't care if it fails or not, because I'll still go surfing myself. Is they're trying to tune into non-surf land, and I think the only way you should tune into non-surf land is by being more core instead of being more wanker, because
I agree.
For Cindy Johnson, bad boy Johnny Black Jacket, the badder he is, the more Cindy wants him.
Yeah.
The badder the surf image is, the more they'll want him. Like you see skaters walking around like with the Bible in their back pocket before they jump off the top of the ramp.
Yeah.
And we all know what everyone in the world thinks of listening to the commentary. I don't even listen to it.
No, I mean, I actually like the commentary at Bells, because I really like Ronnie Blakey and he was back. But fuck, I hate
bugs.
Yeah, he's a bit drained now.
Yeah, true. He's barrel master. He's a barrel master.
Talk about it.
Charge pipe.
I thought I do hate Kaipo Guerrera, but fuck me, this Shannon bird that they've got on the thing. Wow.
She's not the first time she's been on. She's done a bunch of them.
She is incredible.
You need like cotton wool in the ears there.
I commented this on a stab thing. I might have even said it on here, but
you're a commenter, aren't you?
If you go on YouTube when a WSL event's on and turn the subtitles on, the translation's so bad that it's hilarious.
Do they have translation?
Well, like the subtitles, sorry. The subtitles are so bad from what they're actually saying to what they write as they're saying.
She seems to know her stuff. She's just got
No, she doesn't.
She's got a heavily ranked voice. No, others. She kind of knows a little bit, but
she doesn't.
No less than the rest of them.
But she's a drain. But what do you think about the possibility that people might not paddle out at Margaret River and stuff?
When you don't get paid, do you?
No, fair enough.
But either way, then what do you do? The people that do paddle out, are they scabs? Can we have a big picketing thing? Huh?
Funny.
Scabs.
Funny if John
throw an apple at John and Kelly.
Well,
they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. It's too late. They're off, and they've got to do the QS, which brings me to something that was just fantastic. And I think we can be maybe the first people to comment on this if we're lucky. And as usual, I'm one step ahead of you, Matt, is the fabulous new IKEA collection partnership with the WSL. Oh, it's fabulous. Have you seen it? Have you seen the video?
Unfortunately, I have seen it.
See, you beat me. I just watched it before. Now, I just want to say how fabulous that is, because maybe a few days before your arrival in France, when I was cleaning out my container and trying to get stuff out for the cafe, I saw my 4 black little IKEA tables, which were probably called something like, I don't know, Isus, and I had to smash them and throw them in the bin. And they're not even a year old, and that's what IKEA is all about. Cheap shit that you can smash and throw in the bin and buy something else. And fucking Cassia Medul will just take any bit of coin she can get, like Rob Machado, showing us her waterproof bag. The best waterproof bag you actually can get, probably, or bag. It's just IKEA's fucking shopping bag that they have.
Yeah.
They're big blue ones. So now they've got some other crap trendy things. So good on you, sell out.
Those blue ones.
WSL as well. Partnership with cheap shit that you can throw in the bin.
I saw it and
because they're sponsoring them.
I saw that and I thought, that would go really well with Darren's new stringerless Hayden Shapes hip toe step up.
Wouldn't you? It's just perfect.
Perfect
mix. Perfect mix. Throw shit in the bin, and they're encouraging the world to have less impact by buying more IKEA shit and throwing it in the bin, instead of employing a tradesman down the road to build them a nice table.
Something of quality.
Last 30 years and only kill one tree.
So talking about being the first to comment on things, this is a serious one. Have you seen the trailer for the new show that is going to be on Apple TV called Make or Break?
And if I didn't get 3 months free on Apple whatever with my new phone that I got because my 2-year-old phone's home button broke, thank you, world of consumerism, I wouldn't have watched it out of protest, but I'll watch it just because I got 3 months free and I don't watch shit.
I think it looks amazing.
Yeah, that's because you're young and green.
Yeah, maybe. I just think it looks like it looks like it'll be a.
You've listened to them tell you for the last 2 months for the last year how amazing it is, because it's the same production team that did Drive.
I haven't seen Drive to Survive.
And it's just so great, and it's great, and it's great. Fuck, surfing's good anyway. I don't care about their lives. And like, rest in peace, old big brother Michael said, I don't want to listen to Kelly fucking Slater play the guitar. I just want to watch him surf.
I haven't seen Drive.
I hope it's good for you, though, mate. I hope I'm not being too cynical, and I hope it's good. But
I'll watch it and I'll feed it back to the listeners. But I think it looks good. I'll
watch it. I told you I've got 3 months free.
Yeah, but you're
after the 3 months,
cynic.
I won't be paying. Right? Which brings me to my other. I don't know what I thought about that. I just wanted to encourage our viewers to get. Oh, that's right. I've got me nice globe waisted talent slip-ons, which are like being nude.
I just saw those. They're naughty.
And they're so comfortable, man.
They're sick.
And one of our pure riders is in the house, Mark, and he goes, how did you get them, man? He goes, you can't even get them. He saw some rider. But my old neighbour, who's our best friend, Jessica, she's like globe marketing manager for Europe. And they do, well, it's their globe, yeah, a globe with what. And my tip is get free shit. That's why it's good on the inside.
Can you shoot me out? I want the
now I know. Let me go. I'm on my merry-go-round, mate. Now I know why I wanted to talk about my globe shoes, because I was getting me free shit, right? Free shoes, free Volcom. I got some Volcom pants on here that my mate gave me because he doesn't like. I told you that he doesn't like them when they've got the elastic around the bottom, like trucky ducks.
Yeah.
So my whole life in the surf industry is about getting free shit because I've always got paid fuck all.
Yeah.
I quit uni. I'm a loser. I work in the surf industry. I never got any pay. And Dirk the wank, Zoff, has taken over a business, and they keep moaning about how it's not making any money. well, maybe he's not making any money because fucking dudes like Eric Logan and them are all getting hell money in a business that's losing money. Fuck.
Yeah.
Pay them award wages.
Yeah.
Pay them award wages. Keep the surfers' wage the same and pay even the commentary team. Pay them less. Sorry, guys. I pay them as much as you want, but don't complain that they're not making money.
Potentially.
I bet he's on how much a year? How much is he on a year to wear hiking shoes on telly during a Bells event?
Well, do you reckon it's because it was Rip Curl, and obviously they've been bought out by that Kathmandu, which...
Oh, you reckon he's not making enough that he has to get, like me, free shoes?
I reckon
I
agree.
I'm telling you, if I'm making his money, I'm going to have...
No, I think the opposite. I think he's making big bucks, but still cashing in on all the free shit.
Oh, I've never seen him look good.
But it's all free stuff.
I've got a pair of Pegasus light tan 83 models coming in the post. It's summer. I needed to get myself some new summer shoes, Pegasus, and I had these in high school in grade, was it 10 or 11? I was happy in me Pegasus. We'll see if I'm just as happy. But I won't be wearing Solomon boots.
No.
See, I bet you he's on. That was my whole point. These dudes are on 200-300 grand. They come in, like I saw every fucking Quicksilver PDG come into the company over 15 years, restructure, sack everyone so that they would get more money. We all know the story. Keep overheads down, sack everyone so they get a bigger bonus. And I don't think it's too much different for Eli.
No. I thought it was a bit weird on his letter when he's like, oh, we've got billionaire benefactors that are the only reason that we're still running and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, then
fuck him off then.
It tells you that your model's failing. Like,
why don't they sack him?
So this led me to something a bit weird. Like talking
I'll
about
do the job. I'll do the job. I'll do
talk,
Eli's job. I'll do it for 100 grand if you listen, Ziffy.
Don't you think though? I'm trying to say is where's the competition to the WSL? Like, as in, are a Stab sitting there thinking, oh, do you know what? If everyone wants to drop out, maybe because they do their Surf 100 stuff, maybe they could start doing, old school like skins events but who
That's
else?
What we're going to do. The Insiders Tour.
Yeah, that's what we should do.
Do you know any fucking Dirk Ziffs? Maybe there's a couple of oligogs that are on the run at the moment that we can get them to.
We can hide their cash for
sponsor a new tour.
Yeah,
for the dudes that don't surf margies. Now's the time.
Well, we can run a tour for everyone that doesn't make the cut.
We'll start at Lance's Rights. Then
we
go to No Kenduis. Then we'll go to Chickamar. And the winner is the dude who can ride the wave the longest.
Finals day.
And then we'll go to Easter Island.
Finals day could be blown out windswell at the Wits.
J Bay and finish East Wittering.
Yeah. See if anyone complains about that because they have no right to.
But you've got a big market there.
Yeah, huge. Actually, as well, that brings me to. I was talking about the diversity of the events, like for people like Jaroshenko and stuff. Do you not think that somewhere in the tour there should be a cold water spot?
Of course there should be. And that's why I don't worry about Rio, because they need something like Rio. Water. The only thing about Rio was there was poisonous water, but, why don't they try and, put their money where their mouth is and help the Rio de Janeiro's get clean water?
Yeah.
I think they're too small to be able to do anything like that. There should be a bit of everything there. If you want to be the best, you should be actually, that's what it is. It's either, obviously we love the best waves and it's a different sport, what the final series should probably be like. One shitty wave, one massive fucking wave, and then one absolute perfect wave, or should it?
Yeah, it should be. I mean, that's kind of what I was alluding to about doing a longer tour that then you could do.
You're more of an all-rounder.
Yeah, and then the final series can be reduced over 2 events and then one final day if you need to. But I do think I would love to. Why I would love to see them do a cold water event. They were moaning saying Portugal was cold when they're all in 4-3s and boots. I mean, get them hooded up.
What I like is how they get they want us to all believe that the whole world only surfs shitty waves. That's what I don't get. Because I know lots of people that live in places where the waves are good. Surfing is not just about shitty, stringless, Hayden, crap mole boards. Like where I live, there's serious. Unfortunately, where you live, there isn't. But you can get to serious waves and premium waves not too hard, like Ireland.
Yeah.
Everyone in Ireland surfs premium waves. Down here, they surf really good waves along the Portugal coast, Spanish coast, South American coast, Hawaii, Tahiti,
Australia.
All these places surf really good waves. Surf is not at all just about shitty waves.
No.
And that's what they've forgotten as well. Surfing's not all just about fucking kooks to watch is like what you were saying before.
Yeah. In the immortal words of Noah Dean, fuck the WSL. But I want to quickly chat about. So obviously, I came down. So anyone who doesn't know, this was a 4-day weekend in the UK with some bank holidays.
I think everyone knows because you've told us about 100 times. Mate.
Told everyone about 100 times. I spent the weekend down in Hossegor and the Basque country on my stag do, and I need to thank the guys at Pyzel Europe because they lent me a weapon of a board. I'd never surfed it before. But I surfed the Pyzel Ghost in pretty pumping waves in San Sebastian.
In the 6'4" you're talking about.
6'4" Pyzel Ghost. And
I'm going to surf it. It's ready to go.
It's naughty. It's very, very, very good. And
I hope they're listening because I own my team riders 3 boards that he ordered last August and paid for last August. And if that had been my factory, that would have been a red card to us. And now they're throwing up, we didn't get your email, it was in spam.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Let's not go into that. I'm just going to... we'll stay on a positive road here.
Luster off your big...
Otherwise, you won't get to borrow the board. No, we stay positive. That board...
What do you mean I won't get to borrow the board? It's in my container there. They can't get it off me until they bring up me mate's 3 boards. I've got 4 of their boards kidnapped. Suck it. Pies out. Sorry, John.
Seriously good surfboard, though.
And John.
Yeah. I would highly recommend anyone trying a Pyzel Ghost if you're getting anywhere with. It doesn't need to be amazing.
Well, you can recommend it to me.
I did. I put it on a different file.
Surf it there.
Yeah, I recommend it to anyone.
So it's good to be on the inside.
Give it a go.
What was good about it?
It was everything. Basically, it paddles really well for a board of its style and its shape.
What's the fins on it?
SS2.
Okay. Justin, if you're listening, give me back my fucking AM2s. Sorry for all the F words tonight, crew. Oh, mate, brother, rest in peace, told me to wash my mouth out and soap and don't talk with my football training voice in his car, and then would give me a dead arm.
Well, yeah, FCS2 fins. What was good about it, it paddled extremely well for a board of its style. I surfed it in some weaker waves and you just need to put a little bit, weirdly, move your back foot forward a little bit of weight on, extra over your front foot, and the thing flies. And then as soon as you kind of put a bit of extra weight on your back foot, you just get ultimate control. So it's really actually versatile, and I didn't think it would be.
I'm really looking forward to surfing it, except it's been 10-foot howling onshore for the last 3 days.
Yeah.
We just sent 10 German girls out today. They did surf lessons at lunch in the howling rain, 6 foot out the back onshore. So
what,
there you go. There's your surf. Yep, there's your surf market.
Far out. That's brave.
Because they're keen. They're here on holidays. And then I brought them hot vegetable soup made by my missus to warm their bellies. Well, it's better to have after a surf. That would help. Nice hot soup. 10 glasses of red wine.
Sure, it always helps.
Right, so I think we've.
But the Pyzel, that Pyzel is sick, and everyone should try it, and you should try it, and maybe you could give us your feedback on it in the next episode. Hopefully, if you get some waves.
Give me some do's and don'ts, Matt, before we start talking gibberish.
Okay, cool. So do try the Pyzel ghost because it's double naughty. That's a do.
So think of a do. Don't get involved in politics. While I'm talking to you, my oldest son, who studied more in 1 week than I did in my whole high school career, is next door with my missus listening to the debate. That's marine, right wing. Let's get rid of the immigrants who do the jobs we don't want to do. Le Pen
Well for
against
England.
Emmanuel, ex-banker. Let's leave Europe and keep money. Macron.
Yeah.
I just decided the whole election thing to not even listen or look. I'm going back to my youth. Apathy for a surfer. Apathy. Concentrate on the surf, not politics.
Yeah, just don't get involved with it. Leave that to them.
At the same time, pick up rubbish off the beach.
So your don't is don't get involved in politics. Your do is do beach cleans.
Yeah, it's just toxic. We've got plastic everywhere. We may as well, if every single person in the world, there's a fair few of us, if there was a big beach run, and do invent one of those boats, those nets they reckon they've got that can scoop up all the plastic out in the ocean.
Yeah.
If man can drill every single bit of oil out of the planet, surely he can clean up plastic out of the ocean.
Can't be that hard. Yeah, you just need to make it, as long as you put money on it, they'll do it. But that's
what's
getting politics.
What's your do?
So my do is try the Pyzel ghost. My don't is...
No, it's not politics, Matt. It's cleaning up. Politics is two guys trying to trick the other guy and get someone to believe him and get some money. That's what politics is. It's the process of men to get power. Actual action, like cleaning up and stuff like that, isn't politics.
Yeah, but it is, because you're talking about oil and people drilling, and it's all just corruption and politics.
Yeah, well, no.
It is.
Listen, I'm saying if man can do something as complex as that.
Yeah, but you're not listening to what I'm saying. The person in charge of doing all the drilling.
Vote Putin.
No. All the people doing the drilling, they're only doing it because it's what makes them big bucks.
Of course.
If suddenly the big bucks came from cleaning the ocean would be clean. But the only way you're going to get the ocean clean is by making it valuable to someone, which basically alludes back to politics, because they're all corrupt fucking dick shits. My don't is don't travel.
Get vaccinated.
No, I'm vaccinated.
No, let's not go.
Yeah, don't travel with people
dickheads.
No, don't.
Hope you're listening to him, your mates. Hope your mates are listening to you.
No, that's who it is. Don't travel with someone obsessed with eating cured meat. One of the guys who came on the stag, his name's Chef. I think name's Chef.
The Mustaco.
Yeah, he had the big one. He ate, like, he was walking around, and I don't think there was a time where he didn't have like a giant bit of cured meat in his hand at any hour of the day.
Does he like that?
Oh, he was in his element, and he stunk. He was constantly burping and farting, and we was doing like road trips and stuff. So it's a very specific don't this week, but don't do that because it stinks.
It was heavy.
Yeah, but he tried to tell us it was healthy.
I'm proud of him.
Yeah, he's proud of himself.
Next week we're going to try to get a guest. I'm sure it'll happen one day.
Yeah, Bradley will come back on sometime.
No, we'll get Rob Vaughan. I'm gonna track him down.
Yeah, we got a couple actually lined up.
He's in the neighbourhood. He came to the pie opening. Did you see him? Did you talk to him? He was there. I gave him a couple of glasses of wine.
I didn't see him, no. But at the random place that I went and got tattooed on Saturday night at that beach thing, Willem Lotti was there, and I was meant to ask him to come on, but
I'm mates with William. I'll ask him.
Yeah, get him on. He's sick. I ended up getting a drunk tattoo instead.
I am mates with him. I'll try and get him on, except his girlfriend's little restaurant thing is the one I've got now, and they didn't want to leave. Don't tell anyone, viewers. Sorry, William. All right. Good night, Matt. We'll talk next week.
Yeah, we'll be back up. And thanks everyone again. Au revoir.
Au revoir.